Before you jump to the wrong conclusion, no, you're not on the wrong channel. This is Taxi Vlog 382. It is the 17th of December. It is the Thursday morning? Yeah, and it's after work. So I'm going to have me a little drink. It seems like the holiday season is only now taking off, and we were expecting it, or I was expecting it to do that much sooner, like a week or two ago, because the first 2 weeks of December sucked. Except for the Fridays being good, it was a hard go. It was, just an extension of November, and November was the worst month of the year. So Monday night, I went out there, and I sat for about 20 minutes, half an hour before I got my first trip. And then I got my first trip, and it was a good one. And then I connected and had another good trip right away. And then it was going steady. It wasn't really that busy, but it was steady. It was one trip, and then sit for 10-15 minutes, then another trip, then sit for 10-15 minutes, and then another trip, and on like that. I'm still not getting much of a nose out of this. There's some, it's a bit fruity. Pear, hint of banana. I know it's going to taste like a lot like caramel when I take a taste of it. But I digress. Yeah, and it was going okay, and I had some good trips. And then at about midnight, 1 o'clock, I had a fare that went to the Western Communities. And I was about to drive back. And I had started driving back already into town. And I got a call at the golf course way out there. So I went and picked up at the golf course, and they wanted to go through the drive-through at McDonald's and come back into Victoria. With the tip, that ended up being about $40. And I had another one, which was, I guess that was on Tuesday. Yeah. So the Monday ended up okay, and I didn't really worry too much. I had an airport run lined up for the morning. Apparently the guy who drives the same car that I drive on the weekend, he drives Saturday and Sunday nights. Yeah, lots of caramel. He drove out, he went out to the airport, gave me $60 cash. Can't complain there. So the Monday night was over $300. Lots of Interac, lots of it was Interac, about half of it was Interac. So I had Monday and Tuesday night lease already paid by the end of Monday night. So Tuesday I came out, and Tuesday night I was busy. It was steady. Every time I would pull into the parking lot, I would only sit a few minutes, and it was all that I could do to watch my YouTube for the night or for the day or from the previous day. And besides that, I was working. I was busy. I was doing one after another, after another, after another. And in the morning, I think I had an airporter again. Anyway, that 2 nights in a row, over $300. That particular night, I had one time where I was sent to the Keg Steakhouse. I picked up at the Keg, and I took these people up into Gordon Head, and then one of them got out, and the other two went up to Queenswood, which is way out near 10 Mile Point. and I got like a $10 tip on top of the 30 or so dollars that, now finally the Christmas season is kicking in. I was expecting it to be 2 or 3 weeks earlier like it has been historically. But nope, this time the Christmas season only kick in the week before Christmas. It's like now people are starting to panic. They're going, "Oh, we only got a week left." So now they're doing all the shopping. Now they're getting on the roads and getting in the way, and they're driving like stupid idiots. But usually the stupid idiots are gone 2 or 3 hours into my shift, and the roads are all mine, and I'm getting all these calls, and it's people who are doing things that they don't normally do. So, once again, Tuesday night was also good. Couldn't complain there. Wednesday night I came out. That was just a night that went by. And once again, Tuesday night. Or was it Monday night? I think it was Monday night. Yeah, I had a really weird one. I shouldn't have forgotten to mention this one. About an hour and a half before I was going to go pick up the driver who was going to the airport, I got sent to Denny's. And it said that the guy was in the back at Denny's. I got to Denny's and I was about to pull into the driveway, but he comes out and he's waving at me like this. He comes out of the driveway. He gets in the car and he's breathing hard. And I said, "Well, where do you want to go?" "Just go to Esquimalt." "I don't fucking care. Just go to Esquimalt." And I'm sitting next to him going, "You're creeping me out, buddy. You're creeping me out." I didn't say anything. I was just sort of internally going, "Yuck." I kept it quiet, and he says at one point, while he's still breathing hard, "I want to take the shortcut." He says, No, go to Esquimalt Road, take that way, turn right on Lamson, and I'll tell you from there." Okay. "I just want to go for a nice quiet drive." Oh, he just wants to go for a ride. He doesn't really have a destination in mind. Well, then he said, "That bitch is lucky I didn't flatten her after she hit me in the face." The big guy. And he was saying to me that he should have died when he was 4 years old because of an enlarged heart. And he said that they didn't give him to past 7 to live. And then when he was 13, they said he didn't have long to go. And then when he was 18, they said you won't make it past 25. And then he said, "I've been preparing my whole life to die. And when I hit 25, I didn't die. I want it to be over. I want to die." I said, "Oh, hold on, buddy. You beat the odds. They told you wouldn't make it. Look at you. You're almost 30, whatever." He said, "Yeah, but I was prepared to die years ago. I should have died already." I said, "Listen, when it's your time, it's your time. And I don't know why people have a problem with death. I mean, when you die, then you have no more problems. Your problems are over. They're done." He said, "You're speaking the truth, brother." So we went up Tillicum and got to the highway. When we got to the highway, we hung a right. And before we got back to Denny's, he says, "Hang a right in here and go in that parking lot." He said, "Would it be too much to ask for you to drive me to Nanaimo?" Now, this guy was creepy. I was glad I got him a little bit calmed down. And pause for a moment, please. So I'm back. He asked me if I'd take him to Nanaimo, and I said, oh, any other day I would do it, but I have a commitment. I have something that I already committed to in about an hour, so I can't possibly do that. He said, oh, that's all right. I'm going to wait to face the music when she comes back. Anyway, dropped him off at his hotel room. He paid and gave me a decent tip and everything. He just wanted to drive around now. He wanted to go to Nanaimo. Like I said, I would have taken him, but I did have that airport lined up, and I didn't want to let the guy down. So, what else happened that was so momentous this week? Last night I came out and I had a trip right away, another trip right away, another trip right away. And like in an hour and a half I had $50 on. At one point I was taking this girl out to Christie Point, and I dropped her off, and later on again I had a trip to Christie Point. And when I cleared out there for the second time, that's when I got sent to the casino. So I rushed and hurried to the casino, and as I'm pulling into the casino, there's another car that had just pulled in. And as I'm pulling into the casino, another cab comes behind me. And there's an old lady with a walker. And I had the name, you know. So she's looking at me pulling in. And I roll my window down and I say, Mrs. Wright? And she said, yeah, that's me. What should I do? I said, stay right there. Took her walker, put it in the back, got her in the car, got her belted in. We took her for a ride home. It was an $18 fare. I got $25 for it. That was the longest one I think I had all night. The trip, the night consisted mostly of shorter trips. Anywhere from, you know, $8 to $15. And every time I went to pull in and watch some more YouTube on my phone, I'd get another call. I think I was watching one of Dave's videos, and I think I got to see parts of it 4 times. I mean, it was a 12-minute long video, but I had to watch it in 4 different segments to get from one beginning to end. Same thing with one of Diana's Vlogmas videos. I think I had to see it 3 times to get through it. And Zipster put up a video too. And I could watch the video between 2 trips, and I had to make the comment after doing another trip, just because I was relatively busy. I didn't have enough time to watch a whole video and make a comment on it between trips. So it took me all night to view all of yesterday's videos that I usually watch in a short time. It took me all night. And in the morning, I didn't even feel tired. I didn't even feel sleepy. I was just full of adrenaline. I felt really good all night. Maybe I got enough rest yesterday. Could be. I went to sleep at 10 and woke up at 4. That's more sleep than I usually get. So there I was going, oh well, it's almost time to quit. And I got a call on the gorge. The call was time-stamped 5:13. I was out there at about 5:18. I called the guy, and he came out of the building at 5:30. So I ended up waiting for him for 12 minutes in the driveway. And he came out with big luggage. It's now 5:30. My shift ends at 6. I got him to the airport. 10 minutes to 6, we cleared. And he paid. It was like $50, and I got 53 or 54. And he was going to Toronto. He kissed his girlfriend goodbye and they were both teary-eyed. He wanted to smoke in the cab and I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't allow that. Nowadays, it's against about 5 different bylaws. The owner of the cab doesn't smoke. He kicked the previous driver off the car before me because he smoked in the car. And besides, if I get exposed to tobacco smoke, I may be tempted to start smoking again, and I can't freaking afford that. I couldn't afford to smoke when the recession hit, beginning of October 2008. In 2009, Cindy and I quit smoking just because we couldn't afford it anymore. And so I couldn't let him smoke, but I got him out there in record time. When I was out there, I texted the day shift guy saying I'm going to be a little late. I got back into town, put gas in the car, shook out the mats. That's basically all I did. I didn't wash. I didn't clean nothing. I was running late. Then I walked home. Here I am. Now there is a reason why I'm doing this taxi vlog at home. We're so busy out there that I don't think I can do a taxi vlog in the car without being interrupted about 18 times in an 18-minute video. So I do it here for the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Each of those nights over $300 gross. I already have my lease for the week in Interacs and charges. And the rest is profit. And the next 2 nights, everything I make in those 2 nights, except for what gas I put in the tank, maybe $35 worth, everything else goes right in my pocket. So I will have the rent together. I'll be able to get some groceries and maybe a couple of bottles like this one. I will give you the Thursday and Friday right about here towards the end of Friday night when there's no business anymore. But I can't vlog in the car right now just because it's too much going on. And the traffic is horrendous. People driving like total morons. Yeah, without any further delay, here's Thursday and Friday. See the trees, how big they've grown. I'll show you a clip from these trees from way back when, back in 2006. But they have grown quite a bit. 9 years. Okay, we're into the Friday morning now, and what a Thursday night it's been. You know, I thought Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were something else, but this Tuesday night, let me tell you, I came out of my shower at 6 o'clock last night, and
I have my phone on silent or sleeping mode until 6 in the evening. And at 6 o'clock I was coming out of the shower and my phone started making noises on the desk where it was plugged in to charge it. And I got about 6 text messages from day shift saying it's busy and there's calls holding all over the place and it's busy and they need cabs and oh my gosh. It's like you're trying to make me panic before I even got my clothes on. Well, I came out and it was raining. It was pissing rain. So instead of walking the 2 blocks, I got in my car and drove the 2 blocks to where the taxi parks because I didn't want to get my jacket all soaked and stuff. So I got in the cab, and when I got in there, I booked on, and it was trying to send me to trips that were 40 minutes old and 15 minutes away, especially with the amount of traffic there was. So I kept rejecting calls. I must have rejected about 6 calls in a row before I accepted one, which was just a couple blocks away at the Red Fox. Now the Red Fox is, I believe, the only existing remaining strippers in town, the only peeler joint. And when I show up there, there's 3 boys at the doorway smoking cigarettes. They get in and they say they want to go to Langford. Well, they want to put the tunes on, and it's on some satellite system because this car has satellite radio. I never listen to the radio, and I don't know from satellite radio or radio stations or anything like that. I'm totally ignorant. If I want to hear music, I bring my iPod. Or I play iTunes on my computer, and that's it. Anyway, this kid figured out the satellite. I was too busy driving to play with it myself. So he put on some gangster rap hip-hop bullshit, and when that was playing, the 2 boys in the backseat were wrestling all the way out to Langford. So once I got them out to Langford, I dropped them out. It was like 28 bucks. They gave me 30. Very good. Now I got sent to another place that was just around the corner. Well, around a couple of corners from where I was. And I get there and I call the phone number and I say, yeah, it's a taxi. I'm right outside for it. And he says, oh, okay, I'll give her the message. So, moments later, my phone rings again, and it's him telling me that she went to McDonald's across the parking lot. So I go across the parking lot to McDonald's. I didn't find anyone there who wanted a cab. It's like, fuck you. That's it. You know, it's a no-load. So then it tries to send me to another call out there in Langford, and I don't know from streets in Langford. There's so many streets I don't know, and I don't want to be pulling out my, map book every time I want to get a call, and the calls are so far apart, so you're driving empty. Learn how to drive, you piece of shit. Oh man, the goofs are early today. It's only 10 after 5, and they're already heading into town. Anyway, this thing tried to give me another trip in Langford, and I rejected it. And because it was in the same zone that I was in, I got what they call disciplined. So it took me off the board for 5 minutes, which I didn't mind because I didn't want to get any calls in Langford. I just wanted to drive back to town and just work normal. Now I drove back into town, and I've had a lot of trips. I've had about 30 trips. A lot of them were in the $20 range, $25, $30. A lot of them were long, and they were good. I've done about 300 and Is that a cop? Yeah, that's a cop. Turn my light off for a moment while I... No, it's not a cop. What am I doing? Shit. It just looked like one from far away. So, I was busy, and at the beginning I just tried to get to duck the calls that were too far and too old, and I just got fresh calls, and that strategy worked for about an hour or so, and then after that we were caught up, and I just kept getting calls that were nearby and connecting, and just before I had a time call for 4:40, took this girl downtown to the bookstore, and then when she was getting out, this guy walked across the street and got in my car and said, "Oh, we're going to Langford." And I said, "Okay." He gave me the address of the building in Langford. I took him there, and it was another $32 on the meter, and just now this happened, and he paid me like $37. So now I'm on my way back into town from Langford. It's another, well, it's 12 minutes after 5 in the morning. My shift ends at 6. I might be able to sneak one more in there. And why are people driving so fucking fast in the rain? People are driving real fast, and I don't see why. What are they in a rush for? I mean, it's 5 in the morning. What the hell is they going to do at 5 in the morning? I do not get it. Anyway, that Thursday, I'm supposed to go and, because it's Friday morning, I'm supposed to go down to the chiropractor and work out, but I'm so tired. I just want to go home, have a bite, and have some whiskey and go to sleep, because I'm tired. I have driven almost non-stop. I've got no reading done. I haven't finished looking at my YouTube videos from yesterday, and it's not like that there was a lot of them. I've just been going solid. I've filled the sheet. See, it's full. So I got to get my rest if I want to be able to function. It's Friday night tonight. This week has been completely busy. So, yeah, this vlog might go into overtime. Talk to you about 24 hours from now. Well, it's 4:56 a.m. Saturday morning, and it's been a busy Friday night. I've got almost 500 on right now. I worked my ass off. There were a lot of trips. I'm down to, a sheet and a third anyway. It's pretty good. I did get dicked around a couple times. And I had one fare that I picked up at a 4-mile pub, and they were going downtown, but then when we were almost downtown, she was falling asleep. And so he decided that we take her to her place out in Langford. And while I'm sitting there waiting for him to come back out, he's putting her to sleep, and putting her to bed, because she's completely wasted. And he's in the house for 20 minutes, but it's on a company account, so I don't care. He's in the house for 20 minutes getting her to bed. And when he comes out, he goes up towards, across the highway to somewhere near Costco. The fare was $64.35. He said, "Give yourself a $5 tip." I had one fare that was really strange. I got sent down to Denny's, and for Juan or I don't know, Aaron or some name like that. And when I got there, this guy just comes right out of the Denny's, gets right in my car. I say, are you Juan or Aaron? And he says, it doesn't fucking matter. Bear Mountain. Okay. Got some heat? It's cold. I'm freezing. And then he promptly fell asleep back there. Good thing I was able to wake him when we got close to Bear Mountain. And he tried about 4 different times with his Interac to pay, but his card didn't work a number of times. And the machine kept saying, please present your card. Please present your card. Please present your card. We tried about 4 times, but then it worked. I got my money for that one. That was another $30. And I had a few good ones, you know. I had one fare where the people were extremely loud drunks, and the girl sitting in the front had the most annoying voice I've ever heard. I don't know. I don't even know if even a mother can love the sound of that voice. Especially if it's an attractive looking woman and she's got a gross, disgusting voice. It's strange. It's like, ooh, instant turn off as soon as she speaks. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I got an hour to go, and the only reason I'm not yawning is because I still have the adrenaline pumping through my system, and I haven't really stopped. I'm just going and going and going. Oh yeah, you know, last week I mentioned that something happened to me where I rejected a trip, and then I got sent on another one, and then there was no one there. And then when I called the phone number, I got the wrong number because they gave me the phone number for the previous trip that I had rejected. Well, I think somebody's playing games, and it's really rude and immature, you know, not to mention unprofessional, to pull shit like that. Yes, it's true that I mistakenly rejected a call, and I was hitting myself in the head. Why did you reject that call? And then I accepted the call, which was a bogus call. And I called the phone number for the guy to come out, and I got the wrong number. So, I don't know. I'm being dicked around by dispatch a little bit again. It could have been better, but a night that's that busy, well, I guess it's bound to have 1 or 2 things go wrong. Maybe now I'm going to start yawning. Well, it's been a busy week. I've made somewhat in excess of $1,000 for myself. I don't know exactly how much I made. I haven't counted everything yet. I got an idea. Yeah, but it's been good. I'll be able to pay my rent on this week's income, pay my rent, get all the groceries I need for 2 weeks, and probably get some whiskey. I have 3 or 4 bottles in mind. Nothing expensive or extravagant, mind you. Just 3 or 4 bottles I have my eye on. Hope yours is better than mine.